Good morning, students. Let's continue with the same chapter that we were doing before. Direct and indirect speech. I have already explained some of the rules to you. Now we move to rule number 5, where we'll be talking about assertive sentences, imperative sentences, interrogative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. Right? We'll go through all these sentences. I will discuss the examples, and then you'll understand how we need to change them. I hope you remember the rules that we did in the previous video. The first thing that we're looking for is your reporting verb, then the tenses. So this is how you'll understand. So let's take one example of the assertive sentence given here. They said to Anuj, "You are a brave boy." It says here, they said to Anuj, comma, inverted commas, "You are a brave boy." I hope this is clear. You can see that, right? You can. Just let me move it a little bit more. Like this. It's perfect. So you can see the assertive sentences. We'll take one example at a time. For example, if you look into this sentence, it is your direct speech. And of course, we are talking about a sentence that is assertive. So they said to Anuj, "You are a brave boy." Now you have to understand there's a difference between said and told. Say and tell, right? Said and told. Okay, now what happens here? We will change it. For example, they said to Anuj, we'll change it to they told Anuj. Is that clear? They told Anuj that. We have removed these and we've put that as a conjunction here. This is important. I hope you remember that. He told Anuj that. You will change to he. I will change to was. And the rest remains the same. He was a brave boy. Clear? Right? There's nothing more that we need to change. So they said to Anuj, which will change to they told Anuj. Here, these punctuation marks will change to that as a conjunction. Are will change to was. You will change to he. Now these are the changes that you need to remember. That's it. So number 1 is this. Number 2 is this. Number 3 and number 4. These are the changes that you need to make. Right? Let's see some more examples given here. The teacher said to me. So the teacher told me, "I have never seen such a lazy girl as you are." She had never seen such a lazy girl as I was. I'll explain it. It has got many changes and it's a nice sentence. I'll take this one too. It says here, the teacher said to me, right? This is correct. The teacher said to me, comma, inverted commas. Clear? I have never seen such a lazy girl. I have never seen such a, is it or yes, such a lazy girl. I think so. I need to make some adjustments here. Such a lazy, it is not capital, girl as you are. Right? I'm sure the sentence is clear. So the teacher said to me, I have never seen such a lazy girl as you are. So this is your direct speech. We'll change it to indirect speech. Again, we'll follow the steps. We'll take one step at a time. So let's see how we are going to change it. The teacher said to me will change to told me. She told me, right? The teacher told me, and these punctuation marks will change to a conjunction that. I will change to she. Have will change to had. Never seen such a lazy girl as I was. Can you see that? The teacher said to me will change to the teacher told me. Right? So this is change number 1. Then these punctuation marks will change to that. Is that clear? Then I will change to she. Have will change to had. Never seen such a lazy girl as you are will change to I was. Is that clear? So that's the only changes that you have to make, but you'll have to keep it in mind. Right? Step number 1, 2, 3 means you'll have to take the direct sentences one word at a time. You'll have to understand and change it accordingly. Right? Let's move to the next one, that is the imperative sentences. Right? I'm sure you know what imperative sentences are. Okay, let's take this example. Imperative sentences, okay, I'll just revise a little bit. Imperative sentences are those sentences where you must have seen the order, command, request, right? So all these sentences are your, what? Imperative sentences. Let's see. For example, they've given it here. Call the accused, said the judge. Call the accused. Said the judge. Now it says, call the accused, said the judge. Now if you see that they have given the direct before and this part later on, never get worried. You can always change it if you want. You don't have to worry about, oh, how can I do this one? I don't see rule number 1 anywhere. So you don't have to worry about it. You can still change it. You can still make the changes. See the sentence, you'll be changing it into indirect. Now I'm sure when you read the sentence, you can understand that it is in order. Call the accused, right? Yes, it is in order. What you need to do is, you'll write. Can you see this color? Yes, you can, but it's still light. I'll move the whiting. The judge ordered them to call the accused. I hope it is clear. See, call the accused, said the judge. The judge ordered them to call the accused. Now you have to remember that here we do not use conjunction that. So please do not worry that how come now that is missing. We don't need any that here, right? So it's in order, you just have to understand the judge ordered them to call the accused. We'll take another example. He said to Lena, okay, now let's see this one. He said to Lena, comma, inverted commas, lend me your pen, please. I hope the sentence is clear. Right? So here you can see it says he said to Lena, lend me your pen, please. Now this word please, it talks about a request. So that means the person has made a request. How will we change it? Okay, let's see how are we going to change it. It says here, he requested Lena to lend him her pen. He requested Lena to lend him her pen. Can you see the sentence? So he said to Lena, instead of writing he said to Lena, I've changed to he requested Lena. Why? Because it's a request. Forget about that here in the imperative sentences. It is not important that you have to put a that here. So lend, he requested Lena to lend. Me will change to him, her, pen. Just check the sentence. I hope it is clear. Let's move to the next one. After imperatives, we have exclamatory sentences. Now let's see what do we have to do in exclamatory. So they have given some examples here. Again in exclamatory, the reporting verb say or tell is changed to wish, bless, pray, cry, exclaim, declare, all these kinds of words. So you have to make sure that you change it into a what? Just like the imperatives, there you were using the words like order, request and all. Here you use the words like wish, bless and all. Okay, let's see. The interjections or exclamations such as oh, well, wow, hooray, alas, bravo will change. Right? Let's see how. He said, God save my son. He said, comma, inverted commas, God save my son. Okay, sorry, I'm sure, I hope it is clear. So it's a kind of a prayer, right? He said, God save my son. It's a prayer. So how are we going to change it? Let me check here. prayed that God might save his son. So it's a prayer, you use the word here, prayed. It says here, they said, "Hooray, we have won the match." They exclaimed with delight that they had won the match. She said, "Alas, he is dead." She cried out with sorrow that he was dead. "What a horrible accident it is," he said. He exclaimed that it was a horrible accident. Right? Remember these sentences, they're easy. You just have to make sure that you remember the rules, how to change them. Now see the interrogative sentences. Right, we'll continue with the interrogatives. Okay, interrogatives, I'm sure you already know, are the questions, right? See, the reporting verb is changed to asked, inquired, requested, demanded. So it is a form of a question. So you use the words like inquired, questions, demanded, requested, words like these. Whether or if is used after such an introductory verb. Now in case you see, I want you to remember that if the question starts with a question word, then you have to use the question word. You just cannot remove the question word in the indirect speech, you have to put it there. But if the question starts with the helping verbs, the auxiliary verbs of course, then what you have to do is you have to use whether or if before you put the question word there, right? The helping verb there. I'll explain that how you can do that. He said to us, let's report, "Are you going away today?" Now it's a question, I'm sure you understand that, right? Are you going away today? Now the first thing that you have to see is how the question is starting. I'm sure you remember these rules, so forget about it here. Let's see are. Are is your helping verb. How? So that means one thing is clear, you'll be using if or whether. Right? You use if and whether if you are using a helping verb or if the answer to the question is in yes or no. Is that clear? Just yes or no. For example, are you going away today? You can always say yes or no. Both are correct. So let's see here. We'll change the whole sentence now. So it's an inquiry, it's a question. He inquired of us. You can use if or whether, both if you want, right? Whether we, this us will change to we, are will change to were. Going away today will change to that day. Is that clear? That's it. He said to us, "Are you going away today?" He inquired of us. It's a question, so it's an inquiry, right? He inquired of us whether. We'll use whether from here, right? Because of is MR. I hope you remember that. R. And then we'll put we here, whether we were going we were going away that day. Is that clear? Remember that, please, it is important and that is how you learn it. There are more examples given here. I'll read it so that it becomes easier for you. He said to me, do you know the way? So he inquired of me. Again, this part is saying, he inquired of me. Us will change to me. Right? He inquired of me if I knew the way. Know the way will change to knew the way. Remember the rules of the tenses as well here. She said to me, why did you write to me such an insulting letter? She demanded of me why I had written such an insulting letter to her. Just, remember, these rules are same. You have to go through them. Right? I've explained, I've made another video here. Now what I'll do is I'll send you some questions related to direct and indirect speech, and I expect you to solve them. Right? If you have any doubts, just let me know. Right? So that is it for today. Thank you.